How you doing? How you doing? Guess what time it is? It's bonus time. It is time for your February 2025 bonus reading. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm looking for details, situations, or scenarios that did not make it into the first round of February readings. For those of you in need of a personal reading, check the description of the video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. All right. I'm starting this off with the new person. Libra's dealing with a new person in February. How's the energy looking? How is the energy looking between Libra and the new person in February? Ooh, the Death card. Okay. Boom, boom. Some of you dealing with a Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with somebody at the workplace, possibly. Moon card reverse. Why is this kind of stuff always got to come out for the new person, man? There's some nervousness, a little bit of fear, anxiety. Good communication, though. Really good communication. You know what this looks like so far? Now, remember, the first spread is not the end-all, be-all gospel of truth. It's just a general energetic overview, mainly from your perspective. So don't hold me to this just yet. I haven't looked at this person's intentions yet. But so far, it's kind of looking like you might just be tripping. So far, I'm not really seeing anything that you really need to be worried about. Maybe this person kind of reminds you of somebody that you dealt with in the past. Or maybe you were hurt in the past and just never really fully released it. Again, I could be wrong, but usually when this energy comes through, nervousness, fear, anxiety, and whatnot, usually something comes along with it that kind of shows why you're feeling that way, and it's not showing me any of that. Not showing me any of that at all. You could suspect that there's a third party, maybe. But so far, it's not showing me anything that you really have to be worried about. And you know me, I'm going to tell you. Anybody here new to my channel, haven't watched very many of my videos? Oh, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you everything. So far, I'm not seeing it, though. Good communication. Like I said, some of you dealing with somebody at the workplace, possibly. Maybe for some of you, you may have heard something about this person that was a little unsavory. I don't know, but you're not wanting to just leap into this blindly and just open your heart and dump all of your eggs in one basket. So I'm going to have to see what's going on here. I don't have anything else to say other than that. I really don't. I really don't. So, well, let's look at this person's feelings, energies, and intentions. This will be the moment of truth that'll tell us whether or not your intuition is picking up on something genuine or if you just be tripping. So let's see here. What's this person's true feelings, energies, and intentions? Four of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, the Strength card, 10 of Cups reversed, Ace of Cups. This person is holding back quite a bit. They are holding back quite a bit. It's not really telling me why. Oh, you know what I think it is? This person actually feels an abnormally strong connection with you. Abnormally. Unusually. And they're holding back. They don't really know how to express how they're feeling exactly. You know what I'm saying? I think what it is, they just don't want to push you away. They don't want to come across desperate, clingy, needy. They're trying to hold it all together. They're trying to play it cool, when in actuality, they feel like they've known you their whole life. They feel a very strong sense of soul recognition with you. And it's because you all have karma from a previous lifetime. So I guess I could see where that would make you a little bit nervous. But I don't think it's as bad as you're thinking. I don't think so. Lover's card. See what I'm saying? This person feels a real strong connection with you, but they're just trying to play it cool, trying to hold it all together and not push you away and come across weird, clingy, needy, or desperate. So, are you just tripping? Kinda. But, you can feel that something is off, and something is off. It is. This person feels much more strongly than they're acting. But, just like most of the time, when we feel something intuitive, the ego immediately gets to work trying to decipher what it is. Since the ego is designed mainly to keep you safe, it immediately defaults to the worst case scenario. So I could see where you would be a little nervous, but I don't think you have anything to worry about. Now, I'll add this though. I will add this. That's still a dangerous energy. I got to tell my clients this all the time. Somebody comes to me and says, how does this person truly feel about me? And I will invite you to think about this. What if I say they have nothing but the best of intentions? They're in love with you. They want to settle down and marry you. Then what? Then what? You still weren't able to vibe that out in that person. So me telling you that, worst case scenario, could enhance your frustration because you still have to be able to connect with them on that level and be able to understand how they really feel. Okay? Anyway, let's see how this plays out. How's this playing out for February? Okay. Uh-oh. Well, y'all are probably going to butt heads a couple of times in the beginning. Probably. And it mainly may be due to them acting a little bit too cold, maybe sending you mixed signals, being a little bit flaky, and you probably ain't going to put up with that. You're going to let them know what time it is. Y'all might butt heads a couple of times, but I don't think you all are separating. I don't think so. Again, we got that karmic wheel in the reverse again. So there is a soul contract here. There is a soul contract. But you're just really starting to suspect that you can't trust this person. And honestly, I don't think that's the case in the beginning. I don't think so in the beginning. Now, could it take a turn in that direction? It's possible, but we don't need to worry about that right now. Right now, the biggest problem here is communication. When I say communication, I'm not talking about verbal communication, because I think you all communicate verbally fucking amazing. What I'm talking about is energetic communication. Because we can communicate verbally, all day long. That's maybe 25% generously of communication. We got to be communicating at a deep energetic vibrational level. Let's see what the advice is here. What is the advice? Two of Swords reversed. That came out in the last spread, so you're already doing that. Judgment reverse. And the Chariot reverse. Okay. And the Fool card. So you know what the Fool card, the Chariot, Judgment reversed is all about, right? That's all about. And the Temperance. Be patient. Let things unfold the way they naturally want to unfold. try, and I know this is hard, but try not to judge what's happening right now and why it's happening. In the beginning, if things aren't quite going exactly the way you want them to go, sometimes you got to take a step back and just kind of take your hands off the wheel and see where things want to go naturally in the beginning. I'm thinking that if you give this person enough space to breathe and be themselves and let them know that they can open up without being judged, as long as they know that, they'll probably open up quicker and let you know, hey man, you know what? This fucking connection feels insane. Kind of scares me a little bit, to be honest with you. Don't make any decisions based on fear in the beginning. Now, should this string on too long? Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But in the beginning, just kind of try to hang out and be patient and just see where things naturally want to flow. Just observe without judgment in the beginning. A philosophy that I've been living by for years now that has never failed me once is let people do whatever they want. Let them do whatever the fuck they want. You know what happens when you let people do whatever they want? They show you what they want. They show you. I am never going to tell you what you can and can't do, where you can and can't go, who you can and can't talk to, how to respect a relationship. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to sit back and watch. If you don't have the common sense to respect a relationship without being told, I don't want you in my life. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I'm going to step back, I'm going to watch you, and you're going to show me whether or not this relationship means something to you. You're going to show me. I ain't going to tell you. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to tell you how to respect a relationship. I shouldn't have to tell you how to handle a situation that's common sense. Think about that. I know it can be scary. It can be scary whenever a situation comes up and you want to get in there and butt in and try to control what's happening and step back and be like, I'm going to let you show me. That'll tell you everything you need to know about who you need in your life. Sometimes it can be painful. Oh, it can. But would you rather go through the pain now or struggle trying to control things just for them to fall apart later on down the line? All right, let's move on. Let's see what's coming in next. What's due to come in next for Libra? What is due to come in next? What's due to come in next for Libra? Ooh, 8 of Pentacles there. Some of y'all could be connecting with somebody at the workplace, possibly. Okay, it could be an earth sign for some of you. Death card again. So the next person coming in, you know what? I think this person gets on your nerves a little bit in the beginning. Oh, they get on your nerves a little bit, man. Because at first it kind of seems like this is kind of a lighthearted connection where y'all can be friends and have fun. But the more time kind of rolls on, you're kind of seeing that this person, I don't know, they just kind of seem a little bit lonely and a little bit needy. They're carrying lots of vibrational baggage from their last relationship. For some of you, they could have a baby mama, baby daddy. I think they're by the time you and this person connect, y'all are going through something really rough. Really rough. And the way they're acting kind of annoys you a little bit. A little bit annoyed, a little bit irritated. So you're kind of up in your head, not really sure. Should I take this further, or should I just back away from this? You're weighing out the pros and cons. I think you're really, really scared of experiencing a repeat cycle. Yeah. Really scared of experiencing a repeat cycle. Could be a Scorpio headed your way for some of you. Also have Pisces here. Okay, let's see their true feelings and intentions. What's their true feelings, energies, and intentions? Knight of Wands. Why does that Knight of Wands keep coming out like that, man? Hey, man, this person's ready to settle down with their life partner. Looks pretty good, man. Yeah. So they've been hurt pretty badly in the past as well. So they got their own shit that they're healing from and getting over. They also kind of feel like you're a little bit out of their league. So they're a little bit nervous. They don't really know why you would want somebody like them. So they probably got some insecurity issues. They don't have the most positive outlook on love. They're a little bit jaded. Their perspective on things and their hope has been a little bit tainted. But when it all comes down to it, they're ready to find their life partner and settle down. Looks pretty solid to me. They're afraid of repeating a past cycle too. Y'all are very much mirroring each other. Very much so. And mirroring can, if it keeps going on too long, mirroring can start to spin out of control a little bit. Because if we're mirroring each other, what kind of progress can we make? You know? Every time I move, you move. You know? We're mirroring each other. So let's see how it plays out for the first 30 days. What's the outcome for the first 30 days? Tower card reversed. So it's not coming to an end. You don't have to worry about that. No worst case scenario. Star card reversed. So honestly, yeah, this does look like after the first 30 days, you all have something that does look pretty successful. And for all intents and purposes, I think it is pretty successful for what it is, you know. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, but the only thing is, and this is totally normal, there's nothing weird about this, is the issues deep down inside. Y'all still have some processing and connecting to do at deeper levels. That's normal, though. That's to be expected. There's nothing wrong with that. So the question is, are you all going to be able to process through that? That's the question. Nothing wrong with it being that way, you know. Probably going to get lots of compliments from your friends and family. Oh, man, you look so happy. I'm so glad you found someone. You look good on social media. But you all haven't quite connected at the deepest levels. You still have, you know, your past trauma that you're working through. They still have their past trauma that they're working through. And, you know, just digging all that up and connecting at that deep level happens over time. So let's get some advice. Any advice for the next person coming in for Libra? Oh, that one said no. Make sure there's teamwork. Teamwork. Are we going to be able to take our visions and our goals and come together and let them mold together so we can build an empire together. In whatever way works. Whatever way works. I don't care about gender roles or any of this bullshit. You do what I suck at. I do what you suck at. Period. Period. If the empire needs something that I'm not that good at, and you are, you do that. If it needs something that you're not that good at, but I am, I do that. Simple. Fucking simple. We're a team. You know, don't worry about what society says you're supposed to do or who says what gender roles you're supposed to do. Fuck that shit. Do what works. Period. Equal give and take in that regard. Be sure you're an open book. Most Libras I've met are an open book. I don't know why that came through. Don't be afraid to open up. You know, don't be afraid to open up. Getting that guard to come down in the beginning is really important. Really important. We're all humans. We all got stupid shit in our past. We all have shit that we hold to ourselves, you know. And if you want to bring somebody into your life, you're going to have to let them in on all that. They're going to have to let you in on all of that. And that's scary. That's fucking scary. Letting you in on this little aspect of me that nobody sees. That's scary as fuck. You know? But you're going to have to let me in too. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start opening up first so that you can relate. You know, hey, guess what? I'm a regular fucking human too. I'm not perfect either. I'm flawed too. And here it is. Here it is. This is me. This is my mistakes. This is my weaknesses. Here's my flaws. Here's the things that I'm working on. Boom, here it is. As long as they want to build a foundation with you, the first thing on their mind is going to be, oh, okay, cool. So you won't judge me for opening up about my shit. And then the guards will start to come down. So also focus on the friendship aspect in the beginning as well. Don't neglect that part. I'm not saying ignore the emotional aspect. I'm saying don't neglect the friendship aspect. I'm going to tell you what right now, I don't give a fuck who says what about this. You want to build a life partnership with someone? A successful, thriving life partnership? Y'all gonna have to be friends. Y'all gonna have to be friends. Yes, you will. If you ain't friends, guess what? All those crazy, heavy, intense feelings that you have in the very beginning, that's gonna wear off over time. Even when the universe brings you your divine life partner, all that's gonna wear off over time. When y'all have been with each other for 5, 10 years, that's going to wear off over time. Then after that wears off, what do we have? We better be friends. We better love hanging out with each other. We better be best fucking friends. If not, boy, you got a miserable lifetime ahead of you. Because you're just going to be hanging out with somebody you don't fucking like. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all see me clearly? It just disconnected me there for a second. I might need to do a part 2. Am I coming in clear? Am I coming in clear? If it does it again, I'll just cut it off and do a part 2. We're doing the past person now. Am I good? Okay. All right. All right. Person Libra dealt with in the past. Any other details Libra needs to hear about the person from the past? Ooh, damn, death card, dude. Death card. You know what that kind of means, right? Done-dola. Done-dola. So I'm really thinking that you and this person completed your contract successfully. So there is no unfinished business. So either that, or if you didn't complete your contract successfully, it's too late. The window of opportunity has been hanging open for too long and nobody took action. Nobody did. Some of you could have dealt with somebody who had an addiction issue, possibly. I know that's not all of you, but if that resonates and you're wondering if they've gotten clean, no, they have not. No, they have not. They keep a real close eye on you, though. They're obsessively watching you. They don't really know how to start a conversation with you. So it's not really looking like, if you're waiting on communication, it's not looking like they're planning on it, because they don't know really how to approach you. Okay, I think they're waiting to hear from you, if anything. Okay. Could be an Aries for some of you. Also have Scorpio, Gemini, and Capricorn. Let's see what their deepest feelings are for you. Person from Libra's past. What are their deepest feelings? Ah, man, this still weighs on them very heavily. Very, very heavily. It looks kind of like they got their mind made up, though, dude. Yeah, don't get it twisted. They still lose sleep over this. They're still very bothered by this. They still keep a very close eye on you. They do. But it looks like they made a pretty solid decision to stay where they stand. They do want to talk to you, but if you want communication from them, pretty much where they're standing with it right now is they'll only do it if you reach out to them. But don't get it twisted. This bothers them a lot more than they're letting on. A lot more. We'll have to see what the advice is here in a minute, because it doesn't look like they're waiting to hear from you with open arms. They still pretty bitter, angry, and pissed off. Holding on to a lot of resentment. About what? I don't know. I know. Some of you are like, what? Why would they be pissed off at me? They're the one that left me. I don't know. People be weird like that, dude. You know, one of the most common ways that people cope with guilt is to project. If somebody does something stupid, and they know they did something stupid, a lot of people will invent something in their mind to make them angry at you, to justify why they did what they did, because they can't sit with the guilt. You know, they can't sit with it. So they will drive themselves crazy inventing a reason to be angry at you. That don't mean you did something. That's just to divert their attention away from the guilt for what they did wrong. Happens all the time, dude. All the time. All right, well, let's see what the advice is. What's the advice? What is the advice? Ooh, strength card. Well. Okay. Okay, so, you're going to have to be real careful with this situation. Real careful. First of all, if you want communication, it's more than likely going to have to be you that does it. But you're going to have to time this out, and boundaries need to be had. Because depending on whether or not boundaries are set and respected, okay, setting boundaries is one thing. Making sure the person you set boundaries with respects those boundaries is another thing. But if boundaries are set, understood, and respected, the two of you could eventually, successfully reconcile things and rewrite a new soul contract. You could. Like I said, I've told you all this before. I have seen that happen one time in my career, where a completed soul contract gets rewritten. I've seen it happen successfully one time. So it is possible. But you want to be real careful with this situation, because if you don't have equal dedication and consistency on both parts to actually carve out a new timeline, bring a new energy to the table, rewrite a new contract, and make this relationship serve a newer, higher purpose, it'll just repeat the cycle, crash and burn all over again. So you want to think this through. Think this through. And if you decide to reach out to this person, observe them for a while. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.